Hi everyone, my name is Rayasel and I'm going to explain some of my verb used in cognitive domain. Here is my 5 example of learning activities. Number 1, student describe the different part of a plant after reading the lesson. So the verb I use here is describe. I used the verb describe because it shows that the learner is remember informations and telling what they know, which is part of remembering. So, number 2, um, given a new article about climate change, students prepare a graphic organizer showing the cause, effect, and possible solutions mentioned in the text. So, I use the verb prepare because it means the learner must look at informations, break it down, and organize it, which is part of analyzing. Number 3, um, learners solve a case study by applying appropriate concepts of rules. So I use the verb solve because the learner has to use what they learn to answer a problem, which is core to applying. Number 4, student evaluate the credibility of online sources for a research project. So I use the verb evaluate because the learner needs to judge or decide if something is good or not, which is evaluating level. And the last one is number 5. Learners create a short film to demonstrate understanding of a team. So I use the verb create because the learner must make something new, which is a part of the highest level of the creating stage. So that's the cognitive domain and the verb that I used. Move on to the next, the psychomotor domain. This is my um, learning activities. Some pupils watch the teacher demonstrate the proper way to hold a paintbrush before starting their own artwork. The verb used here is watch because in the observing stage, the learner is just looking and paying attention to how something is done. Watching is the first step in developing a physical skills. So, number 2, the learner explain each step of a basic dance movement while attempting to imitate the teacher's actions. I use the verb explain because imitating means the learner is trying to repeat or copy what they saw, and explaining shows they are attempting to follow what they observe. Number 3 is training. Training differentiates between correct and incorrect hand positions. So I used verb differentiates because practicing means the learner is practicing the motor skill on their own, and being able to tell things apart shows they are practicing the skills. So the next one is number 4. Candidate sketch an object using modified hand strokes to, to adjust to a new drawing tools. So I use the verb sketch because adapting means the learner can adjust or change the skill to fit the situation, and sketching shows they can modify the movement or action creativity creatively. So the last one is number 5. Young students move their bodies to copy the exact steps shown by the instructor during a warm-up routine. So I use the verb here, move, because imitating is when the learner copies the actions. It's about um, they observe the moving shows they are trying to repeat and demonstrated steps. So it's a part of imitating in physical motor domain. So that's all. Thank you. So let's move on to the affective domain explanation about the verb that I used. So this is my 5 learning activities. Number 1 is student choose to sit in the front area of the room to better listen to the teacher's explanation. I used choose because the learner is just paying attention and accepting ideas or informations. Number 2, college student demonstrate interest in the lesson by asking questions when they do not understand. The verb I used is demonstrate because the learner is showing they are willing to act on what they learn, which is part of responding. Number 3 is pupil explain why showing kindness to classmate is important in maintaining a positive classroom environment. So I used explain because learners shows they care about core value the information by explaining it. And number 4 is English educator arrange their weekly priorities to include time for studying, helping at home, and participating in school activities. So I used arrange because the learner can put ideas or actions in order, showing organization of thoughts or values. And the last one is participant consistently perform acts of honesty such as submitting original work and admitting mistakes without being told. So the verb I used here is perform because the learner has to fully accepted and practiced the value and can do it automatically or naturally, which is fall under internalizing. So that's the affective domain and the verb that I used. Thank you.